Today I'm going to make an attempt to try and predict the WrestleMania 41 match card. Now, I will admit I'm doing this a lot later than I would have anticipated. I'm doing this 30 or 40 days before WrestleMania actually starts. Yeah, a lot of these are probably just going to be thrown out in the air, but I mean, in all fairness, I will say this. I can confirm at least three. Oh, you might be thinking, there's four. No, no, no. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. But with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump on into this because yeah, I believe I said 18. I believe I did 18 matches, 17 or 18. I'm not entirely too sure on that, but it's in that range. But let's get started. All right, let's start it off with the World Heavyweight Championship match. Obviously, you've got Gunther against Jey Uso, the winner of the Royal Rumble. Really, I mean, I will admit, this was not what I was anticipating like 6 months ago. I was originally thinking it was going to be John Cena versus Gunther in order for Cena to win his 17th, but no, it looks like Jey Uso is going to be the one to dethrone Gunther. Well, he needs to, or else this will all be for nothing. But yeah, nothing really much to say. Can't really predict it. This is just confirmed. Next, we got the women's champion match, which we got Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair, who also won the Royal Rumble. I hope Tiffany wins. I know they have not done the best job in building this, I will say. Tiffany does need this win to solidify her as a top star in the women's division. I just, I hope that she does win. I really do. I really don't want Flair to win, but it's looking like Flair's gonna win, sadly. All right, this is the fourth match that is confirmed. So the women's world champion. This was originally just going to be Rhea versus Bianca 1-on-1. I was completely down for that. But no, they low key kind of robbed us for this. So we're getting Io Sky versus Bianca Belair. Now, Rhea is still in the picture. I do think she is going to be at WrestleMania. I see there's a lot of things going around that she might not be there, but I think she's going to be there. So I think this is going to be a triple threat match. Rhea, Io, Bianca, and I could see this being a really good match. Um, I do think Io will unfortunately end up being like the third wheel because Rhea and Bianca are two big stars, as much as I hate to admit it for Bianca. I love Rhea, but I'm not the biggest fan of Bianca. And I like Io, but I think Io's going to end up being the third wheel into this story. But hey, I'm looking forward to a really good match. All right, now we get into the goods. This is where I start to predict things. So, in the women's elimination chamber at the very beginning, we got Jade Cargill. Originally, I thought it was gonna be Bianca versus Jade at WrestleMania 41. By the looks of things, I could see them saving that for SummerSlam. So, with that being said, the most obvious thing to do here would be Jade Cargill versus the person that she attacked, Naomi. I'll be real with you. I was not expecting Naomi to be the one to attack Jade. I feel like, yeah, she was going to get attacked by Jade, but I feel like it could have been like a situation where she got framed. But yeah, this seems to be the way they're going, and honestly, I'm okay with that. I would have honestly rather done Bianca versus Jade, but I could see Bianca winning, and then she carries that till SummerSlam, and then Jade ends up dethroning Bianca, and then we get a lengthy, lengthy run from Jade. That's what I'm thinking. Um, but yeah, this one's obvious here. If it was 6 months ago or something along those lines, I would have done Bianca versus Jade just because it was right there. But we ain't getting it, not yet at least. All right, I know this one pisses some people off. And honestly, it kind of pisses me off a little too, because he's been on such a roll as of late. We got Drew McIntyre. He had a phenomenal year last year with that feud with CM Punk and just all the shit that he did on social media. Drew McIntyre is something else. I I mean, don't get me wrong, I get it. The division's so stacked right now, so I mean, yeah, it would be a bit difficult to kind of put him somewhere, but they could have had him win the Elimination Chamber and have him go up against Cody Rhodes. And honestly, I would have loved for him to dethrone Cody because he deserves it. But yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we are gonna get Drew versus Damian. And nothing against Damian. Damian's had a good year as of late. I feel like they do push him a little too much. But this we don't need this. Drew deserves better. Damian, honestly, I don't know what they would do with Damian at WrestleMania if it wasn't for Drew, to be honest with you. Because he's done with the Judgment Day. But yeah, we don't need this. We've already seen this countless amount of times. But yeah. All right, here we go. So the WWE Tag Team Champions on the SmackDown side. I will say there are two champions that I did not include. I didn't include the Women's IC title, and I didn't include the World Tag Team Champions. But I did include the ones from SmackDown. So I got Motor City Machine Guns versus DIY versus the Street Profits versus Los Garza versus Pretty Deadly. Now, I don't care what this is. There needs to be ladders involved. I would love for there to be ladders involved. And honestly, this is a bit of a, this is more of a want. I would do so many things for this, but I don't see it happening. I would like for this to be like a nostalgia thing, kind of like they did years ago at WrestleMania, where they made it a TLC match for the tag team champions. I would love to see that. I'm I don't think it'll happen. I think if anything it'll just be a ladder match. Um but yeah, this I'm expecting this to be good. And this honestly I think it's going to happen. All right, this one I'll be real with you, I would have not seen from a mile away. But then again, this was because I didn't think he was going to make it in time for WrestleMania. And I've seen they've been doing some stuff together. I've got Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. They've been having this little feud going on. Really, it's two guys that don't really have anything to do at WrestleMania. Just put them together in this. I'm down for the match. I'm sure it'll be a banger. Um, I know I saw where AJ Styles was going to retire by the time he turned 50. Um, so this would be a good match. Logan Paul, as much as I hate to admit it, he's good in the ring as much as I hate him. He's just too damn good, and AJ Styles is incredible in the ring. He's been incredible for a very long time. But yeah, this seems to be the way that they're going. All right, here we go. We got some bloodline stuff. There have been cracks in the Timu bloodline, as a lot of people like to call it. We got Solo Sikoa, who seems to be the lone wolf of the Bloodline 2.0 now, pretty much ever since he lost to Roman. Against Jacob Fatu, who seems to be taking Solo's spot. This would be a monumental win for Jacob Fatu, as much as I really hate to admit it, because yeah, Solo's not really done much as tribal chief. But this would be a good win for Jacob Fatu, and I really hope Jacob wins gold this year. Whether it's mid card, world title, he needs to win gold this year. He's just too damn good. But if Jacob does win, I don't know what they're gonna do for Solo. Hell, I really don't know. And there's also stuff going around that Hikuleo, who is also signed with WWE, could also play a factor into this. Now, I've also seen some rumors that Zila Fatu is making his way in. I don't know if those rumors are true or not. And I can't confirm nor deny, but I would love to see Zila Fatu align with Jacob and maybe Hikuleo align with Solo. That would be cool. All right, now we got the Intercontinental title. Now, originally, I was going to pick Finn Balor. I'm not going to this time because it's literally this Monday as of the making of this video. I don't see him winning. And even if we did get Braun Breaker versus Finn Balor at WrestleMania, I was not going to see Finn Balor winning the match. I just didn't see it. I got Braun Breaker, and I realize I haven't seen him on TV in a hot minute. I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's hurt or not. I don't know if he's just got a leave of absence or what. But I'm going to predict Sheamus. I think it would be the perfect time to give him the IC title, the one title that he doesn't have, make him a Grand Slam champion, and give him that monumental WrestleMania moment that he so rightfully deserves. And then, yeah, once Braun Breaker's done with the IC title, just bump him up to the world title picture. Braun Breaker's, he's more than ready for world title gold. He doesn't need that IC title. But yeah, Braun Breaker versus Sheamus. I know we've seen this already, but hey, every time we've seen it, it's been a hell of a match. So, but yeah, Sheamus needs this moment. I will say, if they do get it, Sheamus, he's winning. There's no way he doesn't win. It's kind of like a Jey Uso situation where he constantly loses, and then once it's Mania, he's got to win. All right, next, and it's a feud in the women's division. A lot's been going on, and this is a good feud for her to get her into the main roster, all comfy and shit. We got Bayley versus Roxanne Perez. I haven't really paid much attention to this feud. I know what's going on. I do think Roxanne should win if it does happen, which I do think it will. I've seen some things going around where Lyra could be added into the picture and it could be a triple threat, which if that's the case, I'm perfectly okay with it. But I really just I could just see this being one-on-one, really. I don't see how they would add Lyra into the picture. But hey, if they add her, then so be it. I'm down for a triple threat. But from the looks of things, it looks like we'd be getting a lot of triple threats, you know? Okay. I'll admit, this one's 100% of a want, and if I ended up getting this right, I would be shocked. I would say, I would pretty much confirm I have the script, which, no, I don't. So, here we go. I got the New Day. And I got American Made. Okay? Hear me out. They both have got issues with the LWO in some way, shape, or form. The New Day's got issues with Rey Mysterio. And then American Made's, well, it's more so Chad Gable. He's got issues with luchadors in general. So, we got the New Day and American Made versus the Stooges of LWO, Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro. Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio. Now, what I could see here, this could be like, there's 5 of us and 4 of you. The 5th member is none other than the man with zero fear, Penta El Cero Miedo. I could see where this adding Penta would not make any sense. And don't get me wrong, I don't think they should add Penta to the LWO, no matter what. And I don't think this is him getting to the LWO. I think this is more so of him just, helping some fellow luchadors in need, And it would also get him on the Mania card, which I'm sure would be absolutely criminal if they didn't. But yeah, this is more of a want than a need. I really just don't see this happening. But hey, I'm predicting it. This is my video. Sue me. The Women's United States Champion, I'll be real with you, has been very, very bland. both women's mid cards have been kind of bland. So we got champion Chelsea Green. Now, I would have picked Meechin, but she just lost in Chelsea Green's. I believe it's her first defense out of like 4 months, 3, 4 months. It's been a while. But I got Chelsea Green versus the person I think will dethrone her, Zelina Vega. It's right there. Just make it happen. Zelina Vega. I love Chelsea Green. Don't get me wrong, but I think Zelina Vega would do much better things with the title, and I do think she would probably defend it a lot more than Chelsea Green ever has, because Zelina Vega's here for a fight. Chelsea Green's just that Weasley champion who doesn't really fight fair, you know? But, yeah. This is possible that it's not on the actual card. This could be like the Friday before WrestleMania, and if that's the case, that's kind of silly. But, hey, I do think we will get this match somewhere around Mania weekend, even if it's on SmackDown. Alright, I will admit, there really hasn't been much to this as far as like the feud. But we got Alexa Bliss versus Liv Morgan. Yeah, Liv Morgan does have the tag team champions with Raquel. So honestly, I could just see them defending the titles against another team. As far as who that would be, I'm not entirely too sure. But yeah, it's just a feud for both. It's just something for them to both get on the card. Um, but if this doesn't happen, I could see Alexa Bliss and Raquel adding to the favorite. They will defend the titles, and then Alexa Bliss will probably have something to do with the Wyatt Six, I would say. Um, but yeah, this is what we'll deal with for now. As much as it doesn't seem like we're gonna get it, you know. It really doesn't seem like we're gonna get it, but a lot of people have wanted this. I hope we get it, because it would be a good match either way. Alright, the United States Champion. I have... Well, originally I was gonna have Shinsuke Nakamura, but no, he lost right back to LA Knight. I am hearing Shinsuke Nakamura's contract is gonna be up fairly soon, and he probably won't be back in WWE. They probably won't renew his contract, which sucks because they really missed out on him. I hope if he does end up getting released from the WWE or they don't renew his contract, I do hope they do. I do hope Shinsuke goes off to bigger and better things, because they just haven't used him in the main roster nearly as much as NXT. But anyways, I do have LA Knight versus the guy that seems to be trying to get singles gold, unlike his brother, and that's Big Jimmy Uso. I don't see how we would get to this because it's two baby faces and it seems like they're more so far apart. Hell, I'll even admit, I was originally going to make this a triple threat between LA Knight, Jimmy Uso, and Carmelo Hayes, because I see he doesn't have a spot in the card. But I could honestly see Carmelo Hayes winning the Battle Royal. The Andre the Giant Battle Royal. But yeah, this I'm not a huge fan of this. I would honestly rather it be Nakamura versus Jimmy, but it is what it is. It'd be a nice moment, maybe on like the Raw after Mania, if Jimmy and Jay both won singles gold and they hug it out. All right, this one's pretty much confirmed. Not necessarily, but we're gonna get it. Um, got Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. This needs to have a stipulation, and if anything, I do think the stipulation is going to be unsanctioned. I could see at least one banned move being used in this, and the one banned move I could see being used is probably the punt, because they did tease it at Elimination Chamber. Randy wants to kick Kevin Owens' head off. And it would be a babyface Randy Orton, too. I don't think we've ever seen a babyface Randy Orton punt somebody. And that might just be me. I wasn't around for, like, the Ruthless Aggression era. I wasn't around for '09 bald Randy Orton. I started back in 2013, so I'm not entirely sure if we got uh, babyface Randy Orton punting somebody, but that's very possible. But either way, this needs to be unsanctioned. I know we just got an unsanctioned match at Elimination Chamber. So what? This needs to be unsanctioned. Hell, I would love to. This is kind of like a guilty pleasure, I guess you could say. I want Randy Orton to punt Kevin Owens. Yes. The thing is nobody's ever kicked out of the punt. It would be wild if Kevin Owens kicked out of the punt. So, yeah, if we get unsanctioned, great. If we get Kevin Owens kicking out of the punt, that'll be insane because nobody's ever kicked out of the punt. People have kicked out of a pile driver, don't get me wrong, but nobody's ever kicked out of a punt. All right. The last match, this this one will be really good. This one's honestly one of the reasons that Jey Uso versus Gunther would not main event a night of WrestleMania. But I got CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns in a triple threat match. No stakes, no title. Just look at the star power. CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. That's money. I would honestly rather have this than Rock versus Roman. And I'm honestly glad Rock is missing out of WrestleMania. Well, supposedly missing out of WrestleMania. But, yeah. Roman versus Seth versus Punk, I do think we're going to get. This could honestly be the most unpredictable match of the entire show. Because all three of these guys rarely lose, especially Roman and Punk. I've seen Seth lose a lot more as of recent, But even then, like, he's only lost like 3 matches or ever since pretty much coming back from getting almost murdered by Bronson Reed. But yeah. As far as who would win, as much as I hate to admit it, I don't see Seth winning. It's either going to be Punk or Roman. Alright, that's it. Oh, no, it's not. You thought I was done. This right here, who needs Seth Punk Roman? Who needs John Cena versus Cody Rhodes? This is the main event of WrestleMania right here, and it's not even up for debate. Alright, hear me out. Ricky, we all remember Ricky, right? Ricky versus my tribal chief, Tongaloa. I hear voices in the air. I hear them loud and clear. This is the WrestleMania main event that we all need. Not want. We don't want. We need this. We want this, sure, but we genuinely need this. This would be incredible. Now, as far as who would win, oh, they both have aura all the way up to here. I don't know who would win, though. It would be tough. Because, like, man, Tongaloa, he's got the same amount of WrestleMania main events as CM Punk. So, well, they both do. Ricky and Tongaloa, they both got it. So, dude, the aura is just there. I don't know who would win this. Hell, the whole stadium might just blow up because all of the star power in the ring. Everyone, I don't know what I'm saying. And all jokes aside, this would be ridiculous, and I'm sure the crowd would love it. I would love it just for the memes. But yeah. I figured I'd be a little comical, All right, that's me done. Just quick prediction, quick match card prediction. I know we've still got like a month away, so like anything could happen. A lot of those matches are a stretch, but hey, this is my video, this is my channel. Sue me, but anyways, I'm done. I'll see you guys later. Bye.